Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 2, season 2 with Curzon Ashton here in the Vanarama North. As always, thanks for joining me, it's massively appreciated. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell and you'll never miss anything I do. Like this series with this fantastic little club, the Nash. Yeah, season 2, we're still in the Vanarama North, but I am really enjoying playing it. I'm off all week and a little bit of next week, so I've been hard at it. As soon as I put the episode 1 out, I was playing it non-stop all yesterday, finished off this morning. I might save it a day though to put this video out, stretch out a little bit, but thank you to everyone who not only watched episode 1 but watched the match day vlog. Really loved it. If you haven't seen either, go and check them out, why not? But I can't wait to share with you season 2 because it's fun and anything can happen in the world of Football Manager, but can we get any higher than we did last year? Well, let's find out. So we're going to start the episode here on the 1st of September, mainly because I had a lot of business to do. A lot of business. I started the season with 8 players from the previous year, players who I wanted to keep, I needed to keep, who'd signed new deals. Some just wouldn't and left, and a lot of them left because I didn't want them. And I really enjoy this at this level. Like I said, I think in the last episode, I've done saves in lower league Scotland, where you just every summer rebuilding that squad with freebies and loans and youth players, and basically that's what I've done. So I had 8 players to start with. I get 5 free signings, 4 loan players-ish, there's a couple more but they get took off me, and I promote 7 youth players from last year's youth intake. I mean, that's where I'm at with this club, that's what you've got to do, but I'm very excited. I also completely rebuilt the staff. Now I actually add more to it as the season goes on, but I kept the original staff last year and they were okay, but I wanted my own. I wanted them to be young so maybe they can grow with me, and I think I've made it a lot better. So we've got a whole new coaching team, we've got a scouting team now which hopefully will help me next season. I can start doing some proper scouting, and the medical team's massively improved. Now last year the bookies didn't fancy us too much. They give us a boost this year, which is a good sign that I've brought in some decent players, and I think I have. There's not a lot of difference with the players at this level, so you've just got to try and get the best you can. And I got some gems. I mainly started working on defence first and then kind of ran out of money, so I've had to go down the loan market and so on and try and get free loans if possible, but it is what it is, and I was very excited and I had a lot of faith we could make an improvement. And of course I did switch to a 4-4-2 because my tactics or formations weren't working. I used a friend of mine, Limo's, but I have changed it. I've changed a few things within it and I changed it a little bit more as the season goes on. Will it work though? Now I didn't fully go through the squad in the last episode. I showed you a few of the main players. I want to show you my main squad, at least the main 22, maybe 24 players, so you know what I'm working with, get to know some of these guys, starting with, from what I saw when I watched him against Farsley, not only his character and the way he talked to the fans, but a great keeper, great on the ball, like a modern keeper, made some great saves, is Cameron Mason, who weirdly, and this is the God's honest truth, I checked my phone just before I started filming, he followed me on Twitter. And he's mates with my friend Luke on Twitter. He's probably been on Luke's podcast and I missed it. If he has, I'm going to check it out. So here he is, Cameron Mason, great goalkeeper. Great goalkeeper, I think, so I'm keeping him. He signed a new deal for another year. Happy you're here, mate. When it comes to his backup this season, I've had to promote someone from the youth team. He's not the best, but he'll put a bit of a shift in for me this season. It's Jordan Clements. Absolutely buzzing with this one because I think he's a fantastic player for this level. It's Matthew Mallon, signed on a free. And then to help him out at right back, we've got Keelan Williams on loan from Rochdale. At left back, we've brought in Liam Brockbank on a free. Decent player, and he's better than what his attributes say. His backup though has been brought up from the youth team, Sonny Parker. He's not a world beater, of course not. We're Curzon Ashton, and he's more of a centre half, but it's the best I could do. We have a brand new centre half signed on a free, who one of my very, very good friends, Joe Page, may know. So Joe, let me know about him. It's Ryan Bartley from Derby. Can cover it right back. Devon Matthews was here last year. I quite liked him. He did really well for me. He signed a year extension for a whopping 250 quid a week, wowzers. So I'm happy to have him, and he can also cover at left back. Sam Drea has come in on a free, a centre half who can cover at left back and in midfield if needed. He's come from Peterborough where he didn't play too much. Hopefully he plays a little bit more for me. He's got some potential. Next up we've got Sam Bentley, who can play midfield, which is, I need that. You need players that can do multiple things even if they're not great at it, because you need that flexibility at this level. You play a lot of games, really. You play quite a few, especially if you're going decent cup runs. So yeah, potential as well. Only 19, so he stayed. Also staying is Alex Kenyon. I think he's a good player. Not only that, he's natural in midfield, defensive midfield if I need it, and centre half. Signed on a free, we've got Archie Whitehall from Nottingham Forest. There's loads of players get released by them big clubs, but they kind of want decent money. He only wanted 300 quid a week, but he is brilliant at this level. He's signed till 2026, which is good, because I think we might have lost him if I didn't have 2 years in his deal. Next up, we've got Adam Barton. Now, he's staying. He's a good player. He can cover in a few positions. Obviously, he's a midfield centre. And got the best star rating, but I don't think that matters. He's played for Wrexham. He's played for Farsley, the team I watched in the matchday vlog. Also played for Dundee United, and a good friend of mine, legendary subscriber for years and a patron, The Unflushable. Didn't sound too happy about him, so I'm not sure he did well when he was at Dundee United. Hopefully he could do well for me. Now, we've loaned Ollie Havens, you might remember, but I've got an affiliate with Oldham, so I can get players off him. Just as help out in the middle of the park, but they're not happy. I'm not playing him every single game. He wasn't good enough, and they take him back pretty quick. Another player that's staying from last season is Isaac Sinclair. Great player, decent player. Look where he can play. I need him. Helping him out on the right is a guy with tons of potential, 16-year-old Kieran Mulrooney from the academy. On loan from Hartlepool, currently injured, which ain't great for 3 weeks potentially, is Max Story. Decent player though. And helping him out on the left and maybe in other positions, we've got Cole Ewan, again promoted from the youth team. Little Scotsman, 16 years old. I kind of like this, so the amount of youth players that I've brought up, you don't always get to do that in this game at certain clubs. I'm hoping we can make some of these lads proper ballers. 2 quick mentions so I can get the 24 players in. Helping out, we've got Mark Kelly from the Youth Academy midfield, and Dan Abonga, again from the Youth Academy, just helping out in the squad. Up top though, we've still got the legendary Jimmy Spencer. Good player, man. I like him. Scored some goals. Can he keep on scoring them for me? Well, he's going to be helped out by Justin Iwobi, who used to be at Stoke. He's been at Halifax, didn't play for them. We've loaned him. He's mint. At this level, for us, he is mint. Another original from last season, it's Miles Story. Great player who can play up front, play on the wings, and he'll play all three, no doubt. Got some pace. He's got pace. And finally, Nick Harris, another player we promoted from the youth team, and that is it. That's my main 24-man squad. I think I loaned another lad from Oldham. He gets took off me as well. But this is it. We're going in together into battle. Me and the Nash. Me and this bunch of players. But can we do any better? Well, obviously, it's the 1st of September. I was getting everything in place, so I've played this much at this moment in time. The friendlies, I'll let my assistant sort all that. My new assistant is pretty good, to be fair. I mean, none of these staff are world beaters, but you've got to remember the level you're at. And we've got a good team together here, so I'm hoping we can push these players a little bit more. But we've started the season off okay. Won a few, drawn a few, only lost one, and that was against Chester, leaving us 9th in the league with 12 points. Not far off a playoff. I don't think we'd ever win the league. Maybe over a few years I could do some business. I might. But who's getting them playoffs this year? Have some playoff drama. Just improve the team, because I've had so many changes. I think that'll be class, so we'll find out. Well then, let's jump forward to the 1st of January and see where we're at, and it's an obvious improvement. Boston United are bossing everyone in this league, but we're 3rd. Massive improvement. I am actually making notes here in my pad so I can compare last season to this season, see how much we're improving in goals, conceding and so on. Like I said, I did tweak the tactic a little bit, changed it up a little bit, and it's working well. For who we are, I think it's working well. You can't grumble being in the playoffs halfway through a season. I mean, I have genuinely loved this. Obviously, being off work, I'd like yesterday, dropped the kids off, one at school, one at nursery. I had all day, most of the day to play. Then my little lad comes home, the oldest one first, and he's straight on his Xbox anyway. And then we went and got my little one, and then I played a bit more, and I finished it off this morning. But I've loved it. Having that little break over Christmas has been great. And then when you find a save like this that you're really invested in, you know how it is. If you play Football Manager, you just want to get going. You just can't wait to play that next game. But we've done well. Look, we're in a fantastic run there, to be fair. Then it got a bit sketchy. Then we got our shit together again. I can't complain. Last game, yeah, but it's Chester. They seem like they want to beat us all the time. But I'm buzzing. 3rd in the league. We're staying in playoffs. We've got a chance. So this is a squad at the halfway point. And we've got some real standout players, to be fair. Lads are doing really well. Justin Iwobi, 19 goals. Jimmy Spencer, his main strike partner, 18 goals. Them two work together brilliantly. Playing with two up top, something I've not done for years. But when you find a little strike partnership like that, who's scoring your goals, you're going to get points, you're going to win some games, and you're going to be third in the league. It's like, that's what I love about this. You don't know what you're going to do when you're putting it together with nothing. Like fresh air, basically. Do you know what I mean? Bit of sellotape and blue sack, and you've got only 8 players from last season. You've got lads on loan, you've got lads on a free. But I can already see something, like if I could just keep some of these guys together and then add to it and add to it. And that's what you're doing on this game. That's what I do. Maybe we can grow. Maybe we can grow. My only worry with this club is obviously the fan base. Can we grow that? Because, you know, will we hit a wall? I've had people in the comments, I've done it before with Scunthorpe, and I've done it with Stockport years ago when they were in the Vanarama North, and I've gotten them to the Premier League over a certain amount of time. I don't know about this. My aim, really, I'll be honest with you, is the Football League. And right now, I'm just so proud of them. I know it's a game, but I was so proud of these lads. Right then, it's the 24th of April. I'm trying to get through this for this reason exactly. Right? Regular season is over, 46 games played, we won 24, we drew 12, we lost 10, on 84 points we finished, 6 points safe. Scunny, a team I fell in love with on Football Manager, in 7th, so we've made the playoffs, which has been absolutely brilliant. Just got to try and get through them, aren't we? This is the back end of the season and we were on fire. We were really good, to be fair. Obviously dropped a few points over there. But last few games we played alright, even in the draws. Gloucester, the team we played in the live com, I think, in episode 1, that was a bit of a battle, the 1-1. But we've got Southport, it was a team in the playoffs who I think we've done well against. They've beat me once, I've beat them 3-1, we drew 2-2, and I beat them 2-0 in the last game. And we played them at the same size stadium. But of course, we're also in 2 cup competitions, the FA Trophy being the first, beat Farsley 3-1, that's how you do it. Played Hereford in the FA Trophy 3rd round, got a decent attendance there, and then Doncaster, and we got knocked out. It's the FA Cup though. We got all the way to the 2nd round and pushed it to a replay against Port Vale. Now this is brilliant, mainly because look at the attendances, especially at home against Port Vale, 2,200. The prize money, now people say about going on a good cup run, it's great for small clubs. It's not really though sometimes. The prize money doesn't really make a dent when you're a Scunthorpe or a lower level team in the Football League. But for Curzon, because our running costs are so small, like my wage bill's £4,000 something a week, it made a hell of a difference, like crazy. Now we make money as the year goes on. We do. We've got a little bit of investment at the start of the year as well. But I made on the FA Cup run more than I've made for the entire other games in the season, with the prize money as well. And I've got nearly £500,000 in the bank. Now I'm overspending on wages. I've asked to increase wage budget, increase things. I'm hoping they'll do it at the end of the year, because that is an insane amount of money now. More than I thought I'd ever get. That cup run was fantastic, and it's only the 2nd freaking round of the FA Cup. Imagine if we'd have just got past that replay and got to the 3rd round. But if they could just release me some of that, I don't even want transfer budget. I'd put it all into the wages, because there were players I missed out on who I could have got on a free, and that's what I want to do. We'll just keep rebuilding this team on a free and see what we can do. We'll be in the Vanarama North though, or the Vanarama National. Well, if we get there, it's going to be a right battle, so we need to get to it really. But first, a quick look at that squad again, arranged by Average Racing. Look at that. Jimmy Spencer, 24 goals, and Justin Iwobi, 28 goals. What a strike partnership. Absolutely buzzing. Buzzing. If we look at appearances, I mean, what a pickup on a free. I don't think he ever got injured. Pretty sure he never got injured. Cameron Mason did have an injury, legendary keeper, and my backups played a few games. Look at Jordan Clements, played 12 because of his injuries, and he's just coming back to fitness. He will be playing today though. The big man needs to play. Now if you're new to the channel, you might not know my love affair with staff, but I do love staff. I think it helps massively, and I think it helps us this season, rebuilding it. I made it better, and I've expanded it more. I think I had 3 coaches last time you saw. I've got 5 now. I think I improved the medical team, and look at it, the scouting team, everything about it just helps you. I truly believe this has pushed us at just a few spaces more maybe even got us into the playoffs. Quick look at me before the playoffs start, and you can see I've improved mentally. Coaching's all right, but they've been great. Put me on courses. I'm currently studying for my Continental A. So welcome to the same size stadium, bit of a home advantage. Fantastic little stadium, really. Great fans. Against Southport. Southport. Not too far from here, really. I've been there a few times to the seaside. Right, here we go. Pitch looks lovely, doesn't it? I think we'd have more fans. Playoff. Do you know what I mean? Come on, boys, get out there and support the Nash. I definitely want to try and get to another game at some point. But I've been buzzing. I mean, my mate Joe Page, I've ripped him for years. You guys have watched me for ages about his 4-4, his love affair with 4-4-2. He's loving the fact I'm using one. It just seems to work better, but I still prefer my formations and so on. I'm hoping we can get back towards that. If we do get out of this league, we'll see how it works. Always depends on the players you've got, really. It seems easier to find players that can work in this. And Drea, yeah, brilliant. Come on, Mason. Come on, Cameron. You can do this, big man. You can do. No, we can't. 1-0 after 2 minutes. If we got through these playoffs, we'll be buzzing. Obviously, of course I would, right? But if we don't, I'm still happy. I still think I can improve him next year. And this is what I wanted. I wanted a challenge. I found it a bit easy with Scunthorpe to get right out of the non-league. I think I flew through it, really. I did with Stockport many years ago, and whenever I've done any other lower league thing, either in the National, with Oldham or whatever, kind of building it quite quick. I wanted, if this is going to take time, it is. Do you know what I mean? It's not all about Premier League football, is it? It can get quite boring. That sometimes. Even Union SG, which I've wanted to do in Belgium for well over a year, even that club I could build, and it grew, and we ended up with some top players. I was signing some quality, young wonder kids from around the world for peanuts, and turned them into a great side. And this, though, with Finley Buggy Barnes, getting beat 2-0 after half an hour. Right, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Football's a funny old game, and here's Malone. Come on to Sinclair. Come on, lads. Get a goal back in his first half. Might be with a chance. Got two of the best strikers in the league, in my opinion. They've been great together. They've got to have a goal in us. No, we're not conceding anymore. But this is Football Manager for you, isn't it? We've been better. Better go on. Right, another thing is contract. Iwobi's contract runs out this year, and I can't pre-sign him. So I'm hoping I can pick him up, especially if we stay here, which is looking like we probably will do. I want Iwobi, and I want him to be a proper Curzon player. Right, come on, lads. Come on, Spencer, lad. Come on, kid. God, he's slow. Right, Brockbank. Again, Brockbank, been a great left back for me. I got turned down by a few. There's a few good ones. Wanted like £350 a week, and I could only give him 200 or something. Brockbank was like 5th on my list, but he's been great. Right, here's Sinclair. Come on, let's just get back into it. Justin Iwobi, man of the moment. But yeah, I'm loving it. My pad. Never had so much information. Obviously, at the end of the normal season, I'll give you some stats now, actually. Wait. Go on, Spence. Beautiful ball. Story. Iwobi. We won 19 games last year, won 30 this year. We drew 11 last year, we drew 14 this year, and I lost 19 last year, and I lost 12 this year. But it was goals for. Scored 91 last year, 122 so far this year. And we conceded 92 last year, but only conceded 83. So there was a massive improvement. That's why we obviously where we are in the table. It's progression in it. And I think if I can achieve a promotion with this club, and if I can achieve getting them into the Football League, I'm going to have earned it, I think. And I like it. It's proper got me going. I love it. Way more excited than when I did my Manchester United series, and I'm a Man United fan. Go on, Spence. Right. I mean, we're at home. It's not felt like we are. But it's only 2-1, so I've made no changes. Not yet, anyway. Jimmy Spence ain't playing too great, but he's been fantastic for me this year, to be fair. And then the big loss, actually, to be honest, the big loss is Archie. Is it Archie Whitehall, my midfielder? He is my best midfielder, and he's not playing today, which is a big loss, to be fair. I reckon we'd be winning if we had him. Right, come on, deflection. I mean, he's claiming that, but that took a massive deflection. It's 2-2. Come on, the Nash. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick this up, but I've not had any breakfast. I didn't have any breakfast before the match day vlog. That's why I was so hungry. And anyway, Jimmy Spence. There you go, Spence. Yeah, if you've seen the match day vlog, you might notice I had a double cheeseburger and a hot dog. but I had no breakfast and I won't eat much later on either. Today I've had no breakfast either, but I went to the shop, my local bakery, and they do these homemade cheese onion pie. I've had 2 pieces of it, but my stomach's like that. Meow. Sounds like a cat. I don't know if the mic's going to be picking it up. I can't stop. I can't believe this is 3-2. What a team is Jimmy Spence story. Come on. Right, last few minutes I made a couple of changes. Got Miles Story on up top, and Sam Bentley has come on. But yeah, now Cameron Mason follows me on Twitter. I should have talked to him. You don't want to bother him. I know it's, you know, Curzon Ashton, semi-pro, but it's still proper players in my eyes, proper football players, and they've got a job to do. You don't want to go up to him, do you, saying, "Oh, I'm Brood FM. I do YouTube." I wish I had now. I had a few chats with him, a few interviews. I might have to go back. If this series does all right, I might go back to a game and see if I can get any little interviews with some of the guys. But yeah, 4-2. What a turnaround. Well, then we're through. And we're in the semi-final. Away, of course. I think it's one and done. With Boston United. 107 points. Who only lost the title on goal difference. Big ass, man. Big, you know, I was going to say it. So here we are, Boston United, a community stadium. Boston's a place. I've had many a day trip to Boston. My granddad, when he retired, moved from Manchester down that way. And we used to go out for a few days out. But anyway, here we go. Come on, lads. Right, come on, the Nash. Let's get a good start. It's a dream, innit? It could be an absolute dream, this. I love Football Manager. But I'm proud of him, whatever. Because, you know, like I said earlier, you don't know, dear, when you're putting a team together, how well you're going to do. But I think it's a few things. And, oh, Jesus. You know, it picks up some good players. But I had to rely on a lot of youth to flesh that squad out. And they've stepped up when needed. But they've just clicked as a team. I think the tactic got a bit better. I'm not saying Lee Moles is built for his Everton save. I've just changed it a little bit, not too much, just changed a few ways it works, a few of the roles as well, and the wingers, full backs, a few other bits. And it's done a job for me. I'm not really a tactics guy, I don't get too in depth with it, kind of bores me. But I've seen an improvement in the play and obviously the results. And if we can get some of that money released, especially into wages, the board needs to do that. Jimmy Spencer, he just loves scoring against Boston, doesn't he? And it pushed the brakes a little bit though. Don't get too excited. We're only a couple of minutes in, but it's a fantastic start. Fantastic. I wasn't expecting it to go on this long. I thought we'd probably just get beat off Southport, knowing my luck. I know. There you go, Mr. Dorset. That's why you don't get too giddy. But yeah, I'm filming this a day before it's going to come out. And I've had loads to do. My wife's gone to a convention, call it. She's in Birmingham for the night. So I'm on all the kids' duties, so I've got to go and pick my kids up. But I'm sure we'll be alright. They can wait at school if we get to the playoff final, can't they? Eh? I'm a great father. Right, come Boston with Ward. I mean, they've been a great team this year. Very unlucky. I mean, I think it's happened. I may lose in a league or goal difference, or it's down to like a point or something like that. It's heartbreaking. It's got to keep fighting. Cameron Mason, man. What a keeper you are. And I'm not saying that, mate. If you ever watch this, probably don't. Look at that, Cameron Mason. But I was really impressed with his ball skills. So was my mate Jay. We didn't say it in the vlog, but we were saying it in the way home in the car. Like his control and pass and all that, he was great. Good keeper. And I just liked how he was talking to the fans and so on, proper relatable. So yeah. Oh Jesus, did he save that? Did he? It looked like he did. I'm giving it to Cameron. Here's Sinclair. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, well done, Williams. Finds Matthews to Kenyon. Kenyon to Spence. Spence to Kelly. Can he find Iwobi through the middle? He has. Iwobi, what? He's done it. Oh my God, the cheeky bastard. Oh no. That's another thing that annoys me. You get very excited because you're up fucking against it, you're pissed in the wind, it's got a goal like that and it's offside. Anyway, I'm a very happy man. Again, if you're new to my channel, you might not know, but I do collect New Era 5950s. I have a million of them. And my wife bought me some for Christmas and they finally came today. I've got, actually, I'm showing that one last. Wait, here's Mooney. It's two. This is just unfair, Keaton Ward. Yeah, I love the white socks. I've got a normal white socks one, but she bought me the rainbow socks, which is great. I've started to collect minor league baseball hats. I've got another one, whoever they are. I just think they're cool hats. I like the logos. But this one, I've wanted it in orange, and I've wanted it since I started collecting because I love the old school logo, and it's like hard as shit to get. I finally have an original logo Tampa Bay Buccaneers hat. It's sexual, innit? It is if you like hats. Honestly, the difference in this game, fucking Iwobi's goal went offside. I mean, just the play and the goal, it was brilliant. And we got robbed. It's been snatched away from us, but I'm still proud of the boys and his Knowles for Boston. What the was that? But I've demanded some more, and I've made 3 changes. Got Miles Story on for Iwobi. It wasn't really working for him. Mallon's come on at left back, and I've brought Sam Bentley on in the middle. I mean, it's only 2-1. We've been battered, really, but we've had glimpses, and we can still score goals. And at 2-1, I'm so proud to get to a playoff semi-final. Brilliant. I mean, it's episode 3, we're still in the Vanarama North. We're still in the Vanarama North. But it's progress. Massive progress. I've never done this before with a little chat. I'm going to keep up tabs of it so I can see if I'm moving forward, getting better defensively, attacking. I don't know why, I'm a geek. I love a pad. But yeah, we've been beaten. But boys, man, you've done me proud, and hopefully we can kick on next year. So it's going to be Boston United versus York in the playoff final. Let's jump forward a bit, actually. I want to see who wins that. Why not? And see if we get any money released. Well, it's the 5th of May, the day after the playoff final, and Boston United, I think they deserved it, to be fair, getting the points they got. They've beaten York 2-0 and have got promoted. To finish 5th, getting them playoffs, I want to get back there again. Hopefully we can. It'd be nice to either win the league or get up there, and we might have a chance. Because quite a few of the players' contracts expired in 2026, but all the lads who were in 2025, like the Cameron Masons of this world, have all agreed extensions. Obviously the loan lads haven't. Adam Barton, yeah, he's going to be moving on. But financially, they gave me a transfer budget of about 70 grand. I've just pumped that into the wages, so we're spending 5,200 now, but it's giving me over 2 grand, which is a hell of a lot. I could get 6 players with that, and I've pretty much got the squad, so hopefully I can loan a few and flesh out for going forward, because I think right, defensively we improved, and I spent a lot of my money on the defence last year. Doesn't mean I won't if I find the right player, but I want to try and get a few more forward players, maybe another striker, a couple of wingers, a central midfielder, spend the money on that first and see what's out. You don't know, do you? We'll have to see what comes my way with loans and freebies. But I think we could achieve what we achieved this season, next season, and better already. I think we can. Got a team here. And when we did get the FA Cup money, I thought, do you know what? Let's see if we can buy the stadium. It was council owned and it cost us $5 grand a week. Well, they put the plan in place, and that's just pretty much come through. So we own the stadium. So there we go. That is the end of season 2, episode 2. As always, thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to sit here with me and my face on this journey with the Curzon Ashton. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, come and join the family, and hit that bell, and you'll never miss anything to do. And if you really want to support the channel, you can always become a patron. Links to all that down below in the description, along with a link to the match day vlog. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. It was a great day out at Curzon Ashton, so hopefully you'll show that support. And I'm still off work, so I'm going to do the same thing again, and hopefully get season 3, episode 3 out either on Saturday, probably Sunday of this week. So it'll be 3 seasons in a week. Hardcore again. But I'm so motivated, so thank you so much for the support and the love. I love you too, you bunch of handsome bastards. I can't wait now, because once I finish filming and editing, I can get playing again, and honestly, I'm itching to get playing. So you take care, stay happy, stay safe. I'm Bood. Bye bye.